Welcome to the Green Hat Local SEO Podcast, where Kyle Sabra delivers hard-hitting, actionable tips and strategies to help business owners dominate their local market and crush the competition. Kyle's no-holds-barred approach cuts through the noise of traditional SEO, focusing on battle-tested tactics that deliver real results. He's here to arm you with the tools you need to skyrocket your rankings, generate more leads, and grow your business online. If you're tired of hearing the same old SEO nonsense and want to learn the truth, this is the podcast for you. Get ready to put on your green hats and learn SEO secrets the other guys can't handle. Now, here's your host, Kyle Sabra.
Hi, this is Kyle Sabra from Green Hat Local SEO, and in this episode, we're going to go over how to make your site optimized for a multi-location business. So hopefully you are doing so well that you have multiple locations for your business, which means multiple GVPs. And this is where a lot of people get their SEO wrong and end up hamstringing themselves and just making it harder for themselves to rank in the long run. You see, what a lot of people do is when they get when they open up their business and they get their website done, they will optimize the entire site for that one location. Like as an example, let's say you own an HVAC company in San Diego, right? We'll say you own Bob's HVAC Company. Well, what you're going to do then, obviously, is have bobshvaccompany.com and then have the homepage be HVAC in San Diego. And then have each one of the services say, furnace installation San Diego, furnace repair San Diego, things like that, AC repair San Diego, AC installation San Diego. And then, so you're going on for a few years, and business is getting better, and once you know it, you're opening up a second location, but now you're opening up a location in Oceanside. So what do? You throw up a page called /Oceanside, and you call it Oceanside HVAC Company. And now you're wondering why you don't rank. Well, what happens here is something that I see every single day, and something that a lot of people really don't realize, and something a lot of SEOs really don't have the courage to do. And that is to completely re-architect or rebuild the site to make it more friendly, to make it easier for Google to understand that you are a multi-location business. So what do I mean by that? Well, in the past few years, Google has gone from ranking web pages to ranking web sites, right? And we've seen this huge monumental shift starting in about 2023 to where Google was no longer ranking a well-optimized page, but instead ranking a well-optimized site. And what this means is that Google doesn't just want to rank one page on a site for one keyword. It wants to see if this one page if the page on this site, if the site is showing expertise and relevance for the topic for this keyword, rather than just this one random page on a site ranking for a keyword. A perfect example of this is when things like Forbes or CNN.com or other bullshit like that, where they were ranking all these fucking affiliate pages, right? Because all they needed to do was optimize this one page for an affiliate keyword, and the rest of their site could be about other stupid bullshit like news and whatnot, right? Well, what was happening then is a lot of people got wind of this. They figured that they could rank, all these different keywords, all these different topics, all these affiliate pages, right, without actually having any expertise. And a lot of times they would have low quality pages because they didn't really have the expertise in this area, right? So what happened is Google went to saying, okay, great, you're writing a page on this topic, but I need to see that your entire website is about this topic. And I'm getting to where this has to do with local SEO in a second. So now all these sites that had all these different keywords, different topics, different affiliate pages ranking got fucking hammered, got just slaughtered in the search results. And this is when Google really turned up the importance of having a good site-wide quality score and good site-wide quality or a good site-wide reference. Now, what does this mean for local SEO? That means if you originally built your site as HVAC company in San Diego, and now you're trying to rank in a different city. Well, guess what? Google is not going to see you as relevant in that city because your entire site is themed for San Diego. Your top level service page, the one directly off of the homepage for, like, we'll say furnace repair. Say we have bobshvac.com/furnace repair. Well, that page is called Furnace Repair in San Diego, right? Because that's where you started. Well, unfortunately, you're not just in San Diego anymore, even though if you have that page in San Diego, you are telling Google that you only service San Diego, even if you open in like Oceanside or Santee or Chula Vista or El Centro, anything like that. So then what happens is people come to me and say, oh, I can't rank any of my new GBPs. I got these reviews, blah, 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 blah. And come to find out their entire site is themed for a completely different city. Well, what do you do for this? How do you get around this? Well, what you have to do is you have to completely re-architect your site. Now, all of a sudden, these pages that were like furnace repair San Diego, furnace installation San Diego, mini split repair San Diego, mini split installation San Diego, those literally need to just be about the service without mentioning the city at all. So this furnace repair in San Diego page now just has to be called furnace repair. And it is all, that content on there is all about just how you repair furnaces, right? Not about how you repair furnaces in San Diego, because you're beyond San Diego now, right? The page for mini split installation San Diego now just literally needs to be about how you do mini splits, how the service you provide is mini split installation, not necessarily in San Diego, right? Because you're in different cities. So now these top level service pages, which were all just targeting San Diego, are now going to be generic pages only about your service. And now what you're going to do is you're going to create different location pages for each GBP. Right now, the homepage, instead of the homepage being, bobshvaccompany.com, HVAC company in San Diego, the homepage is now just about the brand, right? And now you're going to have a /San Diego page, which is about your San Diego location, right? And that /San Diego page, bobshvac.com/San Diego, that is what you're going to optimize now for HVAC company in San Diego. And that is where your GBP for your San Diego location is going to point to. Not to the homepage, you're going to point to that location page. And the reason you're doing this is because you want to show as much relevance as possible, right? Sure, you can have that San Diego GBP point to the homepage, but if the homepage is going to stop being about San Diego and going to be more about Bob's HVAC Company as the brand, then it's not going to be nearly as relevant as an interior page about HVAC Company in San Diego, right? And then what you're going to do off that San Diego page, you're going to have bobshvaccompany.com/San Diego /HVAC or /furnace repair, right? So now we have bobshvaccompany.com/San Diego /HVAC repair. So what are we doing here? We are re-architecting the site, and now we're creating silos for each city. In effect, what we are doing is we are creating almost like mini sites for every single location you have. And what this is going to do is this is going to turn your site that is completely about San Diego, HVAC company in San Diego, furnace repair services in San Diego, to one that is about Bob's HVAC company that provides HVAC services. By the way, there's a San Diego location that is a San Diego furnace repair company. Bob's HVAC company does mini split installations. By the way, there is a location in Santee that is a mini split installation company. So you see how what we're doing here is by creating all these individual silos, we are essentially creating mini sites that we can theme fully for that specific city and about how that GBP, which is pointing to that location page, is offering these services in this city under the bobshvaccompany.com brand. Does that make sense? If you go to McDonald's.com, this isn't, a hamburger company in San Bernardino, right? Because they have literally thousands of locations all over the world. And if McDonald's.com said all about San Bernardino hamburger company, bullshit like that, then they would get confused and Google would get confused. Instead, McDonald's.com is about the brand of McDonald's, and each location has its own page. Each city has its own silo, right? You have Los Angeles, San Bernardino, San Diego, where the fuck ever. Way too many to list. But this is how Google needs to see your sites now to fully understand what you are doing, right? So you have your top level service pages, which went from being like, bobshvaccompany.com/furnace repair with a title tag as furnace repair in San Diego to literally just Bob's HVAC Company furnace repair, right? Because we're taking off those geolocators and geomodifiers because you don't just offer them in one city anymore. You offer them in several different cities, right? But since those are one click off of the homepage and those already have some age behind them and some links, those have a lot of power. Right, so what you're going to do is you're going to create your /Oceanside page, your /Santee page, your /Chula Vista page, and then you're going to link to that service repair page, the one that's one click off the homepage, the top level service page, and that top level service page, which is one click off the homepage, already has some age behind it, has some clicks, has some links. You're going to internally link to each different location page, right? Because now Google needs to see that, yes, Bob's HVAC Company does furnace repair. They do furnace repair in these different locations. Here are the internal links from the top level service page to each individual location page, right? And this is how you show the maximum amount of relevance via internal linking. And also, like I said, since these pages are older, they've been there longer, they already have some links to them, you're going to flow some of that link juice from those pages down to each individual location page, right? And yes, you are creating different location pages with their different service pages in the silo. So you're going to interlink between there too, and you're just going to have all this interlinking between the home page, the top level service pages, between the location pages, and the local landing pages for each individual city's services that they offer. Because again, what you're doing is you're creating all these little individual silos for each city, but you still want to interlink from the homepage silo, which is going to be all about the brand. Because not only are you trying to rank for or show Google that you are an HVAC company who provides these services in these cities, but you also want to show Google that you are doing this all under the Bob's HVAC Company brand, right? On top of that, what you want to do too, there's other things you can do in schema, like you can add your internal linking into the significant links and related link properties under the web page schema. That is another great place to show Google how your silos are all interrelated and how these all relate to the bobshvaccompany.com brand name. In fact, you can do your internal linking that way without having to have tons of internal linking on your pages to save yourself some of the time and effort and save yourself some of the losing some of the link juice as well. And then what you're going to do too is under each individual silo, not only are you going to have your organization schema markup, right, but you're also going to have the brand schema markup so that Google knows that each individual location, by reading the schema, Google knows that each individual location is all operating under the bobshvac.com brand. So then Google sees that, yes, all these different locations are all creating pages. They're trying to rank for these keywords, but they're all a part of this website, which is showing topical authority for this topic, which is HVAC company, which is why they should rank for these furnace repair and mini split repair and AC installation keywords. And it just helps Google understand way more easily how each one of these different locations is all related to the bobhvaccompany.com brand. And this is how you show topical relevance and authority for local SEO. This is how you rank a local business with multiple different locations without accidentally theming your site for just one city and just completely, honestly, fucking your the rest of your SEO strategy. So that's about it for this episode. Again, my name is Kyle Sabra from Green Hat Local SEO. If you want to learn more about what we do, go to GHLS.io. Or if you just don't want to do this yourself and you want actual experts to do this for you, contact us at GHLS.io. We have a free until you rank SEO program, which means that you don't pay until we get you ranked in the map pack. It doesn't matter if it takes us 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. We won't charge you a dime until you get ranked. So this is a completely risk-free offer. Who else out here does it? Fucking nobody, because they don't do the things that we do. So again, my name is Kyle Sabra from Green Hat Local SEO, and I will talk to you later.